U.S. visa policy balances mobility with risk management. Today, we examine why restrictions emerge, what risks they signal, and how applicants can convert the waiting period into deliberate preparation rather than uncertainty. Over the years, the United States has placed some countries under full or partial visa and travel restrictions. These rules decide who can get visas or enter the U.S. and who cannot. There are two major types. Full restrictions block most visas and entry. Partial restrictions limit certain visa types, like tourism or student visas, but don't fully stop travel for everyone. Here's the current list of countries whose nationals are subject to full U.S. visa and entry restrictions under the latest presidential proclamations, effective January 1, 2026, meaning new immigrant and non-immigrant visas generally cannot be issued to these citizens, and entry is suspended subject to limited exceptions, for example, lawful permanent residence, valid visas issued prior to the effective date, some diplomatic travel. These fully restricted countries are Afghanistan, Burma, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of the Congo, and Equatorial Guinea. Other countries included in these restrictions are Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, Burkina Faso, new edition, Laos, upgraded from partial, Mali, Niger, Sierra Leone, upgraded, South Sudan, Syria, and also individuals using travel documents issued or endorsed by the Palestinian Authority, treated as fully restricted. The expansions of the list reflect policy determinations about security risks, vetting deficiencies, and limited cooperation on identity management and return of nationals. The list of countries subjected to partial restrictions under the U.S. travel ban effective January 1, 2026 are Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Burundi, Côte d'Ivoire, Cuba, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Togo, Tonga, Venezuela, Zambia, Zimbabwe. These nations face suspended issuance of immigrant visas and B1/B2 visitor, F/M student, and J non-immigrant visas, while some other visa categories may still be issued with reduced validity. Now, let us dive into the reasons for these restrictions. First reason, national security. Some countries have active terrorism threats or limited intelligence sharing. The U.S. limits visas to prevent entry risks that can't be properly checked. Second reason, weak identity and vetting systems. If a country cannot reliably verify citizen records, biometrics, or criminal databases, the U.S. struggles to confirm traveler identities. This raises visa approval risk. Third reason, visa overstay rates. This means people enter legally but don't leave on time. Countries with high overstay percentages or poor cooperation in taking citizens back face tighter visa rules. Restrictions are lifted when countries improve key areas: secure passports, biometric tracking, shared databases, strong counter-terror cooperation, and willingness to accept citizens sent back home. Based on cooperation, stability, and administrative capacity, the countries most likely to have restrictions eased rank in this order. Number 1. Turkmenistan. It has already had parts of its visa limits removed after upgrading traveler identity tracking and information sharing. This shows that reforms can work. Next are Nigeria and Senegal. Their restrictions are tied mainly to overstay rates and document verification, not full security bans. If overstay numbers fall and data cooperation grows, easing becomes realistic. Countries that show potential, but progress may be slower due to limited digital identity infrastructure or smaller diplomatic leverage. Visa rules could ease, but likely over a longer period. These are Angola, Benin, Tanzania, Zambia, Gambia, and Côte d'Ivoire. Least likely are countries facing deep conflict, unstable governments, or strained U.S. relations.
Their restrictions won't lift soon unless major political or security changes occur. These are Afghanistan, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, Syria, and Cuba.
In summary, U.S. visa restrictions are not random. They reflect risk, either from security threats, weak identity records, or poor immigration compliance. Restrictions lift when reforms build trust, data systems improve, and cooperation strengthens.
Visa policies change with evidence, not emotions. Countries that show measurable progress will always move to the front of the line. Remember, smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. And strike while the iron is hot, but sharpen it while you wait.